All right, you guys, what's going on? So I've been working on this new Corvette. I got some good news and some bad news. So our glitch building techniques, they all seem to be working the same way that they used to. As you know, the timings are cracked and they're really tight now and exact. So it's a lot harder to get the items to stick in your ship. So while I was building this ship here yesterday, I spent a number of hours trying to install the planetary scanner. And for whatever reason, that piece does not seem to work anymore. You do not get base permissions where they're swappable. So I can't get the planetary scanner to switch from Corvette to base so I can place it. I did find a workaround. So I will be making an updated video. It's not as nice to do as the way I was doing it before, and it's pretty hard to be able to put it where you want to have it. You're kind of at the mercy of the terrain manipulator. The new way is using a terrain manipulator and building the ground up into the Corvette. So the way you do that is you make a spire and you try to land the Corvette on the spire. So when you go inside the Corvette, you can attach the planetary scanner to that rock and you can switch base permissions and we can still place it. Now, the timing is still an issue and it's still kind of a bitch. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I did manage to get it done though. So yeah, stay tuned for that. I will show you how to do it. And I'm also working on a new method, which you can see here in the video. The wings on this ship are mirrored and angled. So I've figured out a way to mirror angled halves on either side of the ship so they're exact. I don't know how far I can take it. You know, this ship I was trying to add more wings on different angles, but something went askew here in this ship, and I take it to the Corvette workshop to try to modify it, and it says that something is not attached, so it will not let me modify and save my work on this ship anymore. And I've been through this ship 6-7 times and deleted it piece by piece, and I cannot find the item that isn't attached. So I'm gonna have to toy around on the next one with the new wing method. But yeah, you guys, let me know what you think of this ship. It's kind of a mix of things I've built and things I've seen. So I've also figured out a way to shrink my items smaller than I was before. As you can see here, my storage containers are about a quarter of the size they used to be. So that's a nice addition to my building. And I can use it for, everything. The refiners are a quarter of the size. The reactors are a quarter of the size. The teleporter. It just makes it a lot nicer. You can, outfit your ship with more decorations now instead of having it right full of utility. But yeah, enjoy the video, you guys. After I'm done showcasing the ship here, there's a couple of my bases that I've been working on the last couple weeks. So, I've been busy building. I know I haven't been putting out a lot of videos lately, but I got kind of pulled into building bases. So I didn't really know if you guys are interested in that kind of stuff or not. But check it out. Let me know what you guys think. All right, so here we are. This is my base called the Neon Nights Nightclub. So this was a collab build with Merc Daily 904 and God Creator. The three of us all chipped in on this one. And yeah, it turned out pretty good. This is a max piece base. In fact, I think we used 3 base computers on this particular build. So we maxed it out at 3000, and then GC and Merc both added another base computer to the build, and we kept on building. I'm not sure how far past the 3000 parts we went. This main structure, the nightclub, is all on my base computer. So when I go here, this all shows up on its own. And later on here, you'll see that Merc Daily added a pirate ship in the water beside it. I believe that's on a separate base computer. And the section that GC built isn't in this video because I don't think he uploaded it yet. So when I recorded this, his part of the base wasn't spawned in, but he had built some towers, like some living quarters and whatever here to the outside of the balcony here on the nightclub. So, but yeah, this is one of them. We worked on this for, I think it was about 10 hours total. We did this all in one day, believe it or not, but there was 3 of us working on it, so it was a good way to spend a Saturday. Now let me know in the comments if the music I use for these videos is getting to you guys. I had a viewer comment that he needed to go and find somebody else to teach him how to do these glitches because my music sounded like he was sitting in a dentist's office, which is funny to me because, you know, this is just my music that I have, you know. Earlier in my YouTube endeavor, I was using, you know, just music I could pull off of wherever, and I was always getting copyright striked. So Norman Sky, you know, good buddy of mine, had mentioned to me that he makes this synthwave music and it's copyright free. So that's why I use it. You know, if this channel does ever get monetized, then, you know, I'm not really sure that will ever happen, nor is that really my goal. But if that ever does happen, I don't want to, you know, be copyright striked because I use somebody else's music. So that's why I use it. If it's really bothering, you know, a majority of the viewers, I will just cut the music out totally. And I mean, I don't know if anybody wants to just listen to me drone on and on with no music in the background. So let me know what you think. So here we are at the next base. This one I call the Guerrilla Gaming Headquarters. This is my main base where I spend, you know, most of my time when I'm not building Corvettes and doing missions and whatever else I get up to in this game. Well, I've spent, you know, a fair amount of time on this base. I've done a lot of tinkering around with shrinking certain things so I can do things like this. Like I can sit on the stools, which, you know, you can't sit on. The reason I can do that is I've taken the chair that you can sit on and I've shrunk it to the point where you can't see it, and I've placed it on the bar in front of those cups. So the prompt comes up and you can sit in the chair, which is ahead of the stool, and I've just over and over and over again, I had to keep positioning it until I got it right, and I would sit on the stool. So, you know, I've been tinkering with stuff like that, and it's eaten up a lot of hours, you know, just for fun. I don't know. There's not really any reason behind it other than, you know, I just wanted to see if I could. So yeah, this base is pretty cool. The whole idea of it was, you know, I'm going to have myself a base and an outside patio that I can hang out on. and I built this base on top of a big giant archive, which I haven't really seen too many archives like this one. This one's got like a big giant ball that's surrounded in electricity, and yeah, I built the base underneath that ball. So but I also surrounded it with a bunch of supersized items, which I've made look like a city on the outskirts of the base. So you know, I always got something to look at when I'm hanging out on my patio. But yeah, guys, that's about it for the video. The rest of the base is following, and let me know what you guys think. Been a blast hanging with you guys today. Thanks for checking out the video. And as always, smash that like button. Subscribe if you're not subscribed already. And I'll catch you in the next one.